In this video, I am going to share to you how to make homemade apple cider vinegar. The reason I am making my own, it's simply because apple cider vinegar, especially the Bragg's, is very expensive, or actually mahal siya for us, because you can just buy vinegar, the normal ones, mga 100, and apple cider cost like around 200 up to 400 depending sa size. It's expensive because it's very nutritious, healthy option siya for us. It can help you maintain or control your cravings, maintain your weight, and adding good bacteria in your body. Og uban pa dira. So you can just Google it. And maikog jud ko punit og apple cider sa grocery. Kay wa ba tay trabaho. And what you just need to do is to have apples, water, and sugar. Sugar is important to feed the bacteria. It is the food of the bacteria while mag-ferment siya. So you can actually use fresh apples like kana siya, kana yung fresh. And then you can also use the scrap ones, the ones nga kanang kinan-an na sa imong mga anak. Sa ako, mga kinit-kitan sa kong anak, I save them and just remove the rotten parts and use the good ones, good parts. So you just have to cut it as small as you can. What you need to do is you just have to put the apples in the glass jar. We got this glass jar, no, kanang very cheap ra kaayo, because when you go to bisan mga Unitop, mga Ulongwin, mga Kaking, mga Chinese chuba-chuba, kanang mga dili siya kanang mga department store yun, it would cost you 1,000. But when you go to Korean and Japan surplus, you can have this like 600 below, and this one we got this for 300 pesos because nakikahagol ng hangyo pa akong bana. So what you just need to do is to add water and cover the apples with water, and just make sure that every apples is kanang maapon you sa water. Then you add sugar equivalent sa how many apples. Sa akong sa guide was kanang 1 tablespoon per apple. And I think this 7 manika apples goro. So I added sugar. But if there's no bubble after a week or after 3 days, because when there's no bubbles, there should be a bubble after a day or two. That means the fermentation process has started. But if you don't see any bubbles, what you just need to do is to add more sugar. So this process will not take only an overnight, but it would take weeks or even months sa pagbuhat og apple cider. So when you're done, you just have to cover it with a clean cloth. So walay mga outsider, mga insekto, o mga unsa pa darang manulod, and letting the air flow. So you just need to put this one in a cool, dry place. So this is our room, our spare room. And this one, it's already a day old. So as you can see, na siya bubbles, which means nag-ferment na siya. And for 2 weeks, you need to move this one once or twice a day. Use a wooden ladle pa na ng kanang basta luwag or basta something na you can use to stir, and make sure na the unexposed part, the parts nga na-expose sa air, wala sa water, make sure that you soak this, alternate siya ba, to avoid molds. So you will do this one for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, you just